Take my parking spot? What goes around comes around. There's this spot in my city, a popular donut shop that stays open later than most because it's attached to a pub. The place is legendary, flavors you can't find anywhere else, made fresh all day, but the real magic is in that final batch right before close. If you've never had a whiskey-glazed bacon donut at 8:45 p.m., I can't explain it. You just need to try it to understand. My girlfriend and I were hit with a late-night craving one evening and decided we had to go. It was around 8:30 p.m., and we hopped in the car with donut destiny on our minds. Now, parking near this place is a battle. There are only 3 parallel spots just up the street, strict 15-minute parking, and they're almost always taken. But tonight, by some small miracle, one was open. My girlfriend pulled ahead of the car parked in front of the spot and flipped on her turn signal to start backing in. Textbook parallel parking. Nothing aggressive, nothing ambiguous. And then, like a cartoon villain zipping in from stage left, a little white Vespa darted in behind us and slid straight into the space. The scooter had no business taking a full car spot, but there it was. 2 girls hopped off, both in trendy jackets and smug expressions. I rolled down the window, trying to be polite but firm, and called out, "Hey, we were just backing into that." The driver didn't even hesitate. She smirked, shrugged like this was a sitcom, and called back, "Sorry, first come, first serve." Her friend laughed like it was the punchline of a joke they'd already told. My girlfriend, more mature than I was feeling in the moment, sighed and suggested we just skip it. But I wasn't ready to walk away. I told her to just drop me off. I'd run in and grab our usual while she looped around. She agreed, and I hopped out, giving the Vespa duo a passing glance before walking into the shop. Inside, the line was long. Unsurprising for a night like this. It was the final stretch before close, and everyone wanted their last shot at the remaining donuts. As I waited, I could hear the 2 girls behind me chatting. They were clearly excited about the flavors and which ones they hadn't tried yet. They weren't subtle either. One of them even said, "Good thing we got a parking spot," followed by another round of giggles. I kept quiet, slowly inching forward, all while the case of donuts dwindled. By the time I reached the counter, I had a full view of what was left, maybe 5 or 6 types, no more than 2 dozen in total. I leaned in, smiled, and said, "I'll take everything that's left, please. 2 dozen. The woman behind the counter raised an eyebrow but nodded, and slowly, methodically, began boxing every last one. I could feel the energy shift behind me. The chatter stopped. One of the girls leaned over to the counter, watching the box fill, then another, their faces twisted slowly from confusion to panic. Finally, the driver broke. "Wait, are you really not going to save any for us?" she asked the baker. I turned around just as the final maple bar hit the box and said, "Sorry, first come, first serve." I wish I could properly describe her expression. It was like watching someone put together the pieces of a twist ending they never saw coming. Equal parts betrayal, disbelief, and a touch of regret. Her eyes widened, her jaw dropped, and for a split second I think she genuinely reconsidered every decision she had made that day, including the moment she zipped into that spot. I walked out with my boxes of sweet, sugary vengeance, hopped back into the car with my girlfriend, and handed her a warm donut. She raised an eyebrow but didn't ask questions. We drove home in silence, the kind of satisfied silence that only comes after justice has been served with a side of Bavarian cream. The next morning, I brought the rest to my office. Watching my coworkers tear into that box like a pack of wolves made it all the sweeter. Best donuts I've ever had, hands down.